Paul Burns is CEO from the Canadian Gaming Association. Welcome to Icebox, Paul.
Thank you for having me.
Pleasure. Have you seen any early results from the launch of betting and iGaming in Ontario? Is the market off to a good start?
The market is off to a good start. We haven't seen any data yet. It's early days, but 12 operators with 17 sites entered the first day. There is now probably between 30 and 40 in the next several months. We may get closer to 50 by the end of the first year, but there's lots of interest, which is great. It's an open market, first of its kind in North America. It's generated a lot of interest, and the regulatory regime is solid. It's not overly onerous. It's fair, and I think it's something that's made it attractive for operators to enter. And due to our large gray market that existed for a lot of operators, have had business they wanted to maintain and hold on to, and they were allowed to do that in this process. So.
Ontario seems to be something of an outlier in that few provinces look set to follow it in liberalising. Do you see that changing?
I think a lot of the provinces are curious to what Ontario has chosen to do. It's probably going to be a wait and see what the results are. Will they follow the same open market model? I don't know. I think that's something. There's other models that, whether it's a tethered model to land-based casinos or to a limited licensing that other states in the U.S. have deployed. They may look at those too. We're anxious just to have a dialogue with them to sort of say, continue. We need to solve the gray market issue in all of Canada, not just in one part of it. We need to regulate all gaming. That's been our position as an association for years, and we finally have one now that is making the steps to close the hole in the regulatory regime in one province. So it's going to take a little bit of time. They need to see the results. I think from what Ontario's produced, are they getting all of the gray market in? And there's good signs that it's going to be a very high channelization rate in its first year. That's going to be helpful because I think that's what they want to see.
Could the restrictions on bonusing potentially limit market growth, or do you see that as a positive step that could ultimately create a more sustainable market?
It's funny, you've talked to different operators say different things about it, because it's a lot of operators say it's great. We're going to have, call it a more traditional experience of saying we're going to have to do it on great product, great service, and we're going to have to compete. They can still offer bonus incentives, but they just can't put it in mainstream advertising. So you're not going to see the offers with the large, matching deposit bonuses or anything else in the mainstream ads. As a customer, you're going to probably receive offers like those, probably not as high as they've traditionally been in some of the U.S. states where you've seen these huge numbers being offered on the first opening of brand new markets. It's going to be more muted in that respect. It's going to be a more competition on product and customer service, at least to start, and I think that's a good sign. A lot of operators really like that. I think it'll be a more level playing field instead of who's got the biggest incentive bonus package. It's going to be a product, and we're encouraged by that. The operators seem happy, so that's a level playing field as they see it to compete on. So they're pretty good so far. So we'll see.